I'm being serious. What is that black stuff? I don't even know what that is. It can't be pepper, and you can't put them to put in food. So I'm guessing it's not seasoning. It's not pepper, of course. I can tell that. It just looks like, you know, pencil lead. But I'm hoping that's not what it is, because, you know, that's definitely not edible. This woman is so lazy, she doesn't even have the effort to at least cut some carrots. Why is it with Americans and processed foods? Like foods that are so processed that it's even just annoying. Because what do you mean you have to get pre-cut carrots? Grated cheese, maybe I can understand that one. Because, you know, grated cheese is easier than having to grate cheese. Having pre-cut carrots, it's not that hard to cut a carrot. It's literally a carrot and a knife. Who does not own a knife to cut a carrot? It is not that hard. It's a bit of a red flag where they're throwing in all this stuff, but they haven't actually put in any seasoning. But chicken is still pink and raw. In my opinion, that's a bit ghetto. Maybe I'm just pretentious and I do too much.
Appears to be just a little bit ghetto to me.
So I think that's the only seasoning they're using. Stuffing and salt. Stuffing isn't a seasoning. And salt, you can't use salt to season chicken. Chicken is chicken. If you use only salt, it will taste disgusting. It will have no effect on the chicken. It will taste bland. Please, don't be disgusting. Please. Look at the pieces of chicken just swimming in this disgusting dish. That's what someone wants to call soup. The dish hasn't even been finished, and I know this is going to get a really low ranking. And that black stuff in the food looks like bugs. Is it rice? You know, it's bad when I can't tell whether I'm looking at rice or bugs. This is not how chicken soup is supposed to go. This woman is so ghetto. The same scissors used for the garden, you're not using it to cut the chicken after you've cooked the chicken. These are processes that should be done at the start. And in the first place, you shouldn't even be using scissors. There's so many levels to this whole chicken cutting issue, but I don't want to get into because it's too much. I'll be nice. Because you know, it is edible. It's not raw. Okay, there's meat in it and it's chicken, so there is a chance that it's raw and you will get salmonella. Let me not say that it's not raw because I can't assure that. It's somewhere between absolutely horrendous and a war crime, but I'm still deciding. I'll give her a little markup and I'll give her absolutely horrendous, just to be nice and really generous, because you know I'm a kind, generous, sweet person. And you know, actually I can't be sweet to such things, because this is like if someone slaps you in the face and you're asking me to hug them. This is a slap in the face to food. This is a slap in the face to human civilization. This is a slap in the face to God.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
So the first red flag is, how can it say hashtag cooking but then also say hashtag baking? You can't cook and bake food, love. That does not make sense at all. That's how I know you don't know how to cook, because how are you putting cooking and baking next to each other to make one dish? It's either cooking or baking. It can't be both. When you put them things together, it makes monstrosities. But obviously, you're very good at that, Jane. And now, of course, they're throwing in raw chicken. Leave the raw chicken alone, please. Leave the dead animals alone, please. You have just wasted this chicken's life by getting it and throwing it into this dish that you got from Costco, if you can even afford Costco. Let me even not say Costco make. That one's from Poundland, or what do they call it there? 7-Eleven or some of that shit. Because this bitch can't afford Costco, and if she could afford Costco, love, they cancelled her membership a long time ago. You know, it's 24 degrees out here. I'm dying in the heat, and I'm having to see this woman make such a monstrosity of a food. Because what am I looking at? What is this? Like, what is it? You've gotten green beans again for some reason. You can't let green beans rest. The one thing that I like, you have to somehow ruin it. You've gotten canned green beans, you've thrown them in, and you've even left that green liquid in there, so it's looking like, I don't know, the water that was in Shrek Swamp. That's what it's looking like. And you've thrown in more of this damn Campbell's soup. Leave the damn mushroom soup alone. It's not everyday mushroom soup, mushroom soup, mushroom soup. The soup is fed up. You cannot put soup in everything, I'm sorry. It's just wrong. It's morally wrong, it's physically wrong, it's psychologically wrong, it's spiritually wrong, it's religiously wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong in every form and way. It is wrong, and it needs to stop today, now, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Leave dairy products alone. How are you throwing in milk? How are you having milk and green beans in the same dish? That's what confuses me. I have to think to myself when they make this, what's the point of these ingredients? Because how adding in milk do anything? I'm confused and I just want this to stop because I can't get enough of it. And that's not in a good way. And she somehow made it look even more disgusting. What concoction am I looking at? It literally just looks like throw up. Like, I'm being serious. Like, just look at it. There's that weird whitish grayish substance with green stuff in it, and then there's just chicken breast in it. Not even seasoned chicken breast. And you can see the soup hasn't even been mixed properly because you can see like white pieces of it and chunks of it inside the thing. This is supposed to be meant for human consumption, but can you even feed it to dogs? Macaroni can't save this. Macaroni cannot save this dish, okay? I'm so confused on what I'm even looking at because it's supposed to be pasta, but you're not supposed to put soup in pasta, and you shouldn't put whole pieces of chicken in pasta. Put away the fried onions. Maybe it's an improvement from the raw onions, but I don't care. Put away the whole dish. Go to your local waste disposal site. Put this there. They will deal with it. Don't continue with this, please. We've had enough. Cheese can't help this one. Some things cheese can help. This is not one of the things that can be helped by cheese. Cheese has no mitigating factor in this. It's like someone gets shot in the head and you put a band-aid on it while they're still bleeding out and dying. When it's cooked and it's in the dish, it looks nice and delicious, it looks like actually edible, like I would eat that, if it just looks like this. But then when you have to see how this was cooked and you actually cut the inside open and you see pink stuff, and then you realize that's raw chicken, and then you realize that you got salmonella, and then you end up in the ICU, and you have to pay hundreds of thousands in a medical bill if you live in the USA, then you realize it's not really worth it. I was at least expecting her to cut the chicken up at the end, but she hasn't even cut up the chicken. There's just big pieces of raw chicken inside the dish. So you know what I'm thinking? Where will I put this? And I think with no doubt, this one will go into absolutely horrendous with its counterpart / twin.